of your mind. And if they ain't showing no love, I don't let it get to my mind. And I begin to it with my craft divine, I claim what's mine. And I can't play all of those games, I to protect my time. I know that I'm a fallen soul. Some say triple through breath and knowledge, When I was down bad, I never let up on the plan. They can try to copy for myself, I wasn't built like that. And I told brother in the stars is where I'd rather be. And now you mad at me, I made a scene, I built up my own team. And I'm a tiger, no, I move strong, see many souls move weak. They're different. Listen for it. When you set your goals, make sure you stand on it to achieve it. Stepped on these beats like the Holy Trinity, I ain't no Shiva. Some talk tough to fuel their ego, but I don't believe it. Took my kindness for weakness, a lot of shit to separate from them. See some moving funny, had they palms all like a ball. And I see many move like something, had they hands out like a ball. And I got no time for the hate, these my kids is all I thought. And I grew up skating, I endured a lot of pain. And I told them we made in God's image, don't use my name in vain. As above, so below, call on my ancestors to flow. Shaping better days with a mind, we must all remain in flow. Gotta watch the back doors though. I told my brothers that's like Coco, watch the profile.
And chat, of course, safe space for all signs.
Long live Linda, long live John. When I was down bad, I never let up on the plan. They can try to copy for myself, I wasn't built like that. And I told brother in the stars is where I'd rather be. And now you mad at me, I made a scene, I built up my own team. And I'm a tiger, no, I move strong, see many souls move weak. The reason I changed my ways, couldn't hang around this shit. Man, stepping on these tracks to let myself
Doing today. How you guys doing? Where you guys tuning in from?
that I never let up on the plan. They can try to copy for myself, I wasn't built like that. And I told brother in the stars is where I'd rather be. And now you mad at me, I made a scene, I built up my own team. And I'm a tiger, no, I move strong, see many souls move weak. The reason I changed my ways, couldn't hang around this shit. Stepping on these tracks to let my soul, but you might hear me, do you feel me?
Hey, got some new, that's our newest single, man. Go run that up, Down Bad. We gotta play 2 though for the intro as always. 8/11s, we got some birthdays coming through. We may do some numerology stuff at the end for you guys. We're gonna talk about a little bit of the new moon today, which is gonna be peaking actually in about 2 days. We're a little early for y'all. We see some chat requests coming in. After this track, if certain people are still here, we'll do a request. Bob says, please speak. I got you. We will. Request came from you as well. All right, if you're here, we'll bring some people in. We're gonna get into some new moon stuff. Make sure to share the live chat. The tracks in the intro helps the energy.
Smoking energy, not that haze, and we don't be a little bro, you gon' look stronger if you got the willpower to stop. And I'm the one homie that's gonna motivate to do better. If they don't wanna hear it, I see them fly. If they don't wanna hear it, no need to talk. Keep quiet, sometimes I down up for silence, I soft top. I feel like I'm crazy, I would you, no need to indict myself. I'm smarter than these hoes, why you think they tryna bite me? But I was born a leader, no surprise they all look up to me. Angel and hell stay protected, if it's all good to me. Kept the camera on you, to them if you have something to prove. They may love for some attention, but for me that's not my crew. Please watch what you say, for your words they twisted and bended. And they be tryna get to know me, don't answer these questions. I used to bag a look of water trauma when I realized that I did. MJ moonwalking on these beats, now I'm not solid. But the energy said it's still coming out close. And she know the flow is good, I said good, that's okay, don't question it. For the new moon, she opened the way, she want me plant the seeds in it. Look, some manifesting better days now. I told her, baby, if you ride with me, you stuck with me, love. And I don't force my hand with plays, baby, you wanna leave, I tore that contract up right away. Smoking OG, not that haze.
1 minute chat.
A little bro, you gon' look stronger if you got the willpower to stop. And I'm the one homie that's gonna motivate to do better. If you don't wanna hear it, I see him fly. No, I'm not untouchable, that's why I live by principles. Some niggas, they wanna live fast, but for me, I set my foot off. Bro, what I said back in the day, call it my own pace, bro. Shorty's moving crazy, homie said it's all they lace with. I spin a stiff in the venue, ask him what they lace with. Don't like how you moving, so I'm not smoking what you smoking. I don't laugh at those jokes, cause I don't play those games. And all those real ones rocking with me, come on, let's release the pain. Hey. And I don't rap for fame. I don't talk on my name, you might meet the flag. And the club, the reaper pop up in your drain. Or I send an angel to warn you up in your sleep. Can't play on us with the angels or the stars. Came down here from Pluto and Mars, it took some time. I see so many souls.
A lot of birthdays. Good.
And I see the government plug their minds like a game of chess. Look, some manifesting better days. Now, I told her, baby, if you ride with me, you stuck with me, love. And I don't force my hand with plays, baby, you wanna leave, I tore that contract up right away. Smoking OG, not that haze, and we don't be pouring water.
Go to check our requests right now.
Bro, you gon' look stronger if you got the willpower to stop.
Who wants to
come on, homie, that's gonna motivate to do better. If you don't wanna hear it, I see him fly.
What a good intro, chat. What a good intro. Who wants to come on here? We're gonna check our requests right now. We just want to put one of these
too many ideas.
Ads. Nope, we don't want to hear you.
Asks
Something for the background real quick. Specifically, fireplace. Let me check. Ellie, nice. 725. We have Savage 811, 814. Guys are pretty late. Okay. Got a couple birthdays. Savage is always a safe space, so if you're new here, welcome in. Appreciate you tapping in. My name's MC333. I run this page and all that good stuff. So if this is the first time in popping in on one of our lives, this is most definitely a safe space. Morning Fusa 805. Nice. I'm going to see some of the requests that we got in. We're going to do some, possibly some numerology breakdowns for you guys who are sending your birthdays. Personal readings do start at 50 and above for the live deal. We're going to be doing some requests right now, though, as they come through. And then we're going to talk about a little bit about the new moon and some things that you guys can look out for. We may break down, I think tomorrow we'll probably do the houses. So for y'all on the live right now, we'll probably just talk about it. For y'all Leos, we're not live on YouTube or Rumble or anything today, but tomorrow we'll be doing the full stream. And we'll probably break down all signs. That's probably Ellie. Got a lot of 8-5s. Hella 8-5s. One thing I can say about the 8-5s, because there's multiple of y'all in here, that 5 energy is a big Leo signature. So y'all keep that in mind. Eli, how's it going? Or Ellie, sorry. I'm hoping I don't want to butcher your name. Things like that. Can you hear me well? Oh, she left. All right. That usually happens, guys. That's a pretty common thing. Let's see what other requests we have. Aro. Let me see if Aro's in here. Sometimes people get nervous, and I don't blame them. No, that's a shout out. I don't blame you. Sometimes people get nervous. Aliza, that's her name. Nice name. I like that name. I totally understand nerds, though. 100%. I get you. So I don't feel any way. Hella 8-5s, y'all with the sun sign number 5 energy. One thing I could say is don't let anyone slow down where you find your sense of joy, because there's a lot, y'all know where to have fun and find your joy from my 5s and things like that. Especially as a Leo, it's a Leo signature, so y'all got fun to the party and the life of the party, life of the atmosphere. You know what I mean? A lot of times. Another thing is sexuality. You guys can seem a little, what's the word I can use right now? I'm not going to use any word, but that energy can seem a little bit more loose, so you want to stand on top of it. 5 energy is an energy that likes to have fun and likes to enjoy. The 5th house deals with sexual pleasure, and not just sexual pleasure, but all kinds of pleasure, indulgence as well. It still has 10 of cups energy, but be mindful of that. Don't let anyone, a lot of times though, you have a lot of energy to give, so don't let anyone use you for the energy that you provide, because there's a lot that people may receive from you guys based upon how you show up, because there's a lot of energy. You're very lively. About 8-5s. And that's your sun sign, so you show up in your life. I don't have your life path number because I don't have y'all years, but y'all show up in your day-to-day lives with some more emphasis than the average person for the 8-5s. Definitely the expressors. And you guys let people know what needs to be said. That's one thing. It's a house of expression, so you guys don't dim your words and things like that for no one. But also be mindful of your words, because it can come out very harsh as well. Depending on your moon sign, that could differ though. But as a Leo sun, that's one thing I can say. Be mindful of. We have another Lee Marie. What's up? Let me see if you're here. No, she's not here. I'm not going to break that down. And whoever's not here, we're not going to break down, just because we want to keep the pace nice and steady here. And Jaleesa, I believe she's not here either. Cool. If you guys are here and y'all can see me saying you're not here, and I'm like, it could just be IG messing with us. They are in Mercury retrograde as well. So if you are here and maybe it's appearing like you're not, just put something in the chat and I'll make sure to go over your name again. But if I don't see you in the live, I usually just pass you guys, just because I don't want to waste too much time if you're not in the actual live stream. Yolan. And there may be more people in here, because I do see more people, but then it's actually showing. So I might just show you guys. But just let me know in the chat. Hair Genius, 727, 27 energy. I should pop in quickly. You're the one of them. You're here. So we have that July energy coming off the Cancer energy, to where it's a little bit. The fire signs and the water signs are the feelers in general. So it's just that the fire is seen and the water is internal. So oftentimes you'll see the expression of a fire sign versus the water sign. But for you, you have some of that Cancerian energy. You can hone in on the emotion a little bit more compared to being super expressive. But don't get me wrong, you can blow up. Of course, that is 100% there. But it's probably something that you learn to mend for yourself as well. So when you blow up, it's not something you always like to do, because internally, spiritually speaking, you come from the Cancerian space. So there's a lot that for yourself you can emotionally handle and emotionally interpret. So when you blow up, you may not like to blow up all the time. You know what I mean? Might make it unsettling for you. Although you can do it, it's not like something you like to do. You like to be kind of calm, collect, aware, and in control of how you feel. 2-7 energy, you do have that 9 energy in your sun sign. So how you show up with wisdom, which I like for you. So you have a higher sense of, let's say a higher mind or higher reasoning towards when it comes to why you do things or how you show up in your day-to-day life, and possibly your career as well. You probably look at certain things with more meaning and reasoning than the average person. And I need to get my battery for you guys so my phone doesn't die, of course. I don't know why we do these lives on my phone at 0 chat. It's often. I do it all the time. I always think it'll survive, and then I get alive, and it doesn't. It's like not survive. Give me 1 second. Let me just reposition this. Wait, hair genius, and that's just your sun sign. So for you guys who are dropping just that, also remember this is numerology that we're speaking. So with that being said, your year is more important. And your life path number is extremely important. So for full readings, guys, just hit the DM if you're looking for a full reading. If you just drop your birth date, all we can do is provide your sun sign number. Your life path number, your soul urge number, those come from your full names as well as your birthdays. Because every letter in your name also has a corresponding number to it. We even got that 818 energy, similar as well. We have that sun sign number 9 energy. So that's exactly the same signature as Hair Genius. It's just that you're later in Leo. You're 818, so you're almost last decan. But it's similar, though, because with the last decan Leos, y'all have strong tendencies not to blow up as well. Y'all have a higher mind and not super dramatic. It's a lot of times the 10 to 20 degree decan Leos that are more prone to just acting out of that energy. And then the earlier signs, the earlier ones, the ones closer to Cancer, just because they may seem like people in their lives, people may seem like they're testing them. So it's always like they're being triggered. And they always have to be their own initiator to be like, okay, how can I control my emotions now? And then sometimes that takes work, so a lot of times they may blow up. The later decans from the 20 to 30 degree Leo, y'all have that higher octave, that higher mind, to where you can analyze the emotion a little bit more, coming from going towards that Virgo in energy and things like that. Let me catch down to the bottom, though, before we get into the actual new moon. Holy hell, a 9. The 9s is in this chat today. You got that 9 energy, too. 9, yeah, that 9 energy, too. And y'all not dropping y'all years, so I can't give you your life path. Only sun sign is only irrelevant on like a 30% type scale. Life path number is how you gonna navigate. So your birth year is important. Your birth year is more important. Anyways, that's it for now. That's it. No more names, no more readings for numerology. We're gonna break down a little bit of this new moon, a little bit of preparation, things like that. What to keep an eye out for. The portal is open now, so it's kind of you 99. That's good. It's good to see you. See the young bucks in here, which is cool. You're 99. Who keeps sending a request, gang? Let me see this. It's another one. Evans, Yvonne? Yeah, I'll check your request a little bit. Yeah, it's 99. You're approaching. Well, you just entered your enemy year because you're an ox in Chinese numerology, in Chinese astrology as well. So as an ox, and I'm going to tell you because I'm right next to your year. We're like the same year. And I always like to tell my young cast because I barely see people like my age in these things. So glad to see you. But you're an ox. You're going into your enemy year has begun. It is the year of the horse. Be mindful. Stay out the way. Focus on. It's not really the year to start something new this year. Go with the energy. So try not to force things. You may notice certain things seem like they're headbutting this year. That's going in accordance to your energy. And I'm telling you, I had my enemy year last year. But you're actually 90. You're 99. So let me actually correct that because in my head I was thinking 97. So, because I did a reading for 97 the other day, but my apologies, let me get that for you real quick. But with that being said, you do have that 9 energy in your sun sign though, so that's still relevant. Oh no, it's a rabbit anyway, so that's not too bad. Mid though, it's mid. It's definitely mid. I would say you're good luck in work though, so focus up on the work. Definitely focus on the health. If you're looking to get into I just kicked off my speaker. If you're going to step into a relationship or something like that though this year, be mindful and make sure it's something that's in alignment to you. You don't just jump into a relationship just because it's a relationship. Make sure it's more like interpersonal, things like that. That's what I'll say. You can drop your year. I can give you your life path, but probably won't right now at the end. Full readings, just hit me up in the DM. For surely, let me see these. For anyone's in this chat, guys, full readings start at 50 and above. We had accepted this collab. Let's see if they join. Right. They're not here. Nope. People requesting. Terra 98, nice. I see all my peoples is in here today. I like it. Yeah, you a tiger. It's the year of the horse. It's a good year for you. Keep going. Start something new. Apply all the pressure you need to apply. The spotlight's going to be shone on you right now. This is the year to take advantage of what you need to take, what you need to do for sure. What you've been waiting on. This is the year. And if you miss this, if you don't do anything this year, it may seem tougher, but a lot of things are going to be flowing in alignment to y'all tigers. So 98's out there. Stay strong, keep moving, and keep pushing forward. And then as well, you're for my tigers as well, because I'm talking to another fellow tiger. A lot of things you have to do for yourself. A lot of things you have to push for yourself. You have to be the representation to others. It's a sense of leadership that you have. For my tigers. Yash, no problem, brother. Of course. And be mindful, Yash, if you're still in here, be mindful of your health this year. Just stay on top of your health, because you may notice certain health issues manifesting or coming to fruition or materializing based upon certain relationships. And it could be the stress of the relationships. For example, the health in your routine is clashing with your relationships, or how you relate to people within your surroundings and stuff like that, and that could affect your health. But this year, the horse generally favorable for you, which can help mitigate impact of the conflict. So just maintain. Hope that helps, brother. Good to see people my age, so I can put more information for y'all young new leaders. Y'all actually need to know this information. It's important to actually apply and move forward, because if we lose the information, it is gone for everyone. Dead ass. When I say last of the dying breed, I really mean that. It goes for the 99s, 98s, 97s. You know what I mean? Those is critical. Kish said 8, idle 1, that sun sign, no years. That's okay. No one wants to drop your year. It's okay. Paige, is she in here? Let me see. Nope. We're not breaking that down. No, that's okay. People coming in real quick. Of course, Tarian, gotcha. We're looking for a full reading. You know, we do full numerology, full astrology. If you're looking for your health system, different planetary energies, how they affect you, how that affects upbringing, how that plays out through karmic family, stuff like that. Children, all that good stuff. We get real deep. Pause. Not big. Ish said 801. You have a lot of that one energy, so just assert yourself. There's not much I could say with ones, but you guys have to do it too. You have a sense of leadership with you guys as well. What a lot of it is based upon you. When it comes to your own healing, your own opportunities, your own goals, you have to do it. You have to set the goals. You have to get the paper. You have to get the pen. You have to put in the work. If you want the raise, you have to ask for the raise. It's the emperor energy. So you have to be the boss of your own life. That's the thing with ones. So if y'all have any of that one energy, that's how it is. Mizuko made it. I like that name. 8, bro. 9 everywhere. 9. Why is 9 everywhere? Gosh, I broke this down 8, probably 12 times in this one live. I broke down hella 9s. I'm not gonna lie. Is he seriously? Is he here? Yeah, because you're still here. Hella 9s I broke down, but at least you gave me your year, so I'm breaking down a little different. For full numerology readings, please hit the DM. They start at 50 and above. This will be a short in comparison to that. But to give you a little bit of a breakdown, we're going to do nice 8 energy as well. You got that 8 energy, and you're a snake. Last year was a good year for you. This year should be a relatively decent year and things like that. Although the snake and the horse clash, it's more so not beneficial, but more so neutral. Last year you had your good year. It was the year of the snake last year. It was good energy for you to pursue. You've probably seen that. But you may notice this year also filled with both opportunities, not just that, but also challenges. So it's going to put you to the test based upon where you came from last year. Are you really ready for it? Is it something that you really want to go for? Is it something that you're actually ready to step into, right? You're going to have to be a little bit more critical this year, so be careful and take time with your decision making. Don't rush into things fast this year. That's all I'm going to give you for now. What I'm going to say as well is the sun sign number 9. You have that sun sign. You show up in certain situations with your higher mind. So that you have that Jupiter signature there, that Sagittarius signature of meaning and reasoning. You don't just do anything just to do it. You do it for with meaning and reasoning, right? Why are you doing something? What are you going to get out of it? What's the outcome here? Are you going to waste time, etc.? Especially because your life path number is number 8. You spend a lot of time in certain cycles, right? It's also a good money signature. So if you're a go-getter, things like that, I can see this being good with money, but you also have a higher octave, a higher reasoning to money. So you can justify not making money just to make money, but why you want to make money in a righteous mannerism, things like that. And you can probably bring a lot of wisdom to the table or workplace, and that allows for the environment to curate or bring in more money and things like that. That's all I'm going to give you for now. If you want a full reading, hit the DM, brother. Appreciate you. They'll start at 50 and above. Said, thank you, bro. Thanks a lot. Focus on the thing. You said, yes, sir. Do so, for sure. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the moon in a little bit here. Whereas you said, is it true? I'm meeting with the health issue. That was good. Talking about relationship again, it is true. We're working on it, and I really need to focus on my work. I hear you. It's good. Make sure the foundation is key, and then everything else can come into fruition, things like that. So Mizuko, you can write down, if you have a pen and paper or your phone notes, write down your sun sign. That's the sun sign number 9, and then your life path number 8. If you want a full reading, we give you your personality number, your soul urge number, which involves your full name as well as your middle name and things like that to pinpoint signatures. Of course, yes, glad it resonates. Mazook, appreciate you, brother. You already know. Don't hesitate to recommend people, tap in, share the lives, all that good stuff. Appreciate it. Sharp Swizz, I got you, brother. Appreciate you. The real ones. I'm gonna write your name down here just so I keep you in mind as well. You know what I mean? I always do that for all y'all who are new to the lives. Everyone who's in here to get written. That's for my last live stream. So everyone who gets interested or inquires, we write you guys down and we reach out to you guys personally afterwards from this page. So for everyone booking and things like that or tapping in or showing interest, we appreciate you guys and we note you guys down. So thank you for it. So it's something we do full time, guys. So it is something that we take just as serious as any other job and things like way of work and things like that out there. So that's one thing a lot of people sometimes trip out about. But it's something we've been doing this full time for a little while. But it is a job. But it's lovely. I love it. I can't complain. Of course, Trap, I appreciate you. If you're looking for your life path number, definitely drop your year. If you don't want your life path number, I think you should. I would say drop your year. But as of now, your sun sign. And then just to confirm, are you 07? I'm pretty sure you're 807. But let me know if you're you're August 7th or no. Okay, no, I'm right. Never mind. August 7th. Yeah, I'm July, but you wouldn't be July 8th. Okay, August 7th. 7 energy. So with that 7 energy, one thing I could say, if you're going in partnerships, contractual agreements like that, long-term partnerships, agreements, whatever requires you to be diplomatic and things like that with another party. Paperwork is important. Contract. Make sure that stuff is down packed for you for successful partnerships. Make sure the legal side of things are situated, right, and all that good stuff. If you're in the space of business or whatever the case may be. When it comes to you, don't lose yourself in certain things because of other people. Okay? When it comes to you, a lot of people may take from you or drain you in some way, shape, or form. When I say take from you, it doesn't mean it's not physically. It could be mentally, emotionally. You know what I mean? Certain things like that, spiritually draining you. But when it's things like that, notice where people, places, and things directly affect you. So, what are and things like that is stopping you from you focusing on yourself. A lot of times, sevens. That's deals with could be a lot of people, but a lot of times you deal with that lack of focusing on this. You want to come back and have certain develop a balance where you can also withdraw into yourself as well, and then you're not just overexerting your energy towards other people. But yeah, and when you're going into certain work environments and agreements and things like that, you could thrive based upon you knowing how to communicate with other people. It's not always all about you, and people value that from you. Alrighty, keep moving forward. Okay, perfect. That's what I. Okay. Definitely good luck, Leo's gang. Charles, Josie, let me see if you're here real quick. You are. Remember, it's the new moon, guys. So the new moon is coming up in 2 days. So everything I'm talking about right now, this is new moon preparation. That's why I'm doing a lot of them right now. I'm doing a lot of these right now because this is just new moon preparation. Tomorrow, we're really going to be getting into how it's going to be affecting you, which area of life that these are going to be playing out in. So make sure you hit the notification, you pop in on tomorrow's live, and you find out your rising sign so you know which area of life this is going to hit, which house this is going to hit in. And that way we'll know where you have Pisces at, which house you have Pisces in, which area of life it's going to hit, also which area of the body if you're focusing on your health right now. Okay, because wherever this is going to be, wherever you have Pisces, then the house will let you know what organ and area of the body that it's associated to, and that will let you know where to look for certain and what to look out for in terms of certain health issues and things like that. All right. We have a that's a real early Leo cusp. Let's pull it. You are a cusp. You may have just made it though. You may have just made it. You definitely just made it, but I want to see what degree you are. Damn. It's an actual you on the day, so you probably 0 degrees. Okay, so that's interesting. On the exact day of the crossover, it's definitely 0 degrees. But which is interesting, though. I haven't done a 0 degrees breakdown in a while. I can look for a personal reading. Definitely hit me. 50 and above. Personals, for sure. But in terms of you have that 0 energy. So when it comes to, a lot of times when I talk about cusp signs, and I do readings for tongue twister, cusp signs. Should I say that fast? Cusp signs? Anyways, when I do cusp signs, it's always like they have that, okay, they can get stuck in limbo because they have that zero energy. Zero is a reference, within the reference of your space, individual space. Okay, if I was going to do what your spirit was, it's just a reference to your space. When you go into another space, you can feel the energy within that space. That is a reference of the spirit. Um, and that's the spirit is thing, just the space. And if you give the spirit a physical representation, that's where you are, trapping and encapsulating that. That's a whole different. That's a whole. But in terms of, I say that to say, the space, y'all have it's a gift. It could not be a curse, of course, but it's a gift to where you guys can pick. All right, am I going to be a Cancer today, or am I going to be a Leo today? And you guys can play on that energy. The thing is, you have to kind of hone in on what of yourself you want to be every day. Like, that's the thing. You can use that, and that's a gift. It's something that's extremely unique. Most people are not born cusp, but those who are born cusp, if you don't understand your energy, people probably don't really how you go back and forth between things. Like one day you're like this, and then another day you're like this. Yeah, that's annoying, but be a good thing for you if you know how to use it. Use it in your favor, and don't just use it to don't just be it in your favor. So if you know you're too Cancerian, you gotta be, use your Leo. And you're being too Leo, you need to be more Cancerian, and that's knowing yourself. So it takes a level of wisdom, and a sense of grounding and who you are to know and to dictate, like, okay, this is the end of today. This is what I want to express, how I want to show up. Best thing I can say to my cusps. I'm a cool dude. I need to speak more. Maybe I'll have more confidence with the ladies. Yeah, for sure. A lot of sevens. See, because the seven is Libra energy, and it deals with diplomacy, people, right? So a lot of times, if y'all aren't good with, like, if y'all are super good with people, or a lot of times you lack people, like you lack the education, like, dealing with a lot of times the diplomacy and how you deal with people. It seems like you can never suffer, you never have the confidence, or you never are relatable. But that's because you're a seven. If you were to go around people, you'd be like, oh, this is a fine thing. Like, no one's really thinking of it like that except you. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Because you're a seven, you think about it like that. Most people won't even think about it like that. So you're thinking about how you're relating to others. But a lot of people, they don't think like that. So, like, if you got to get out of your head in that way, like internally, and be like, most people are looking at me like, oh, is he relatable? You know what I'm saying? Then you don't have to think about that. You know what I mean? And that'll help you a little bit moving forward for sure. And then it'll help you not uphold like a delusion, and actually make you step a fantasy version of your life, or a dream version of your life, whatever you prefer, based upon the sun being in Pisces right now and the new moon being in Pisces, right? If you're looking to curate that sense of diplomacy and more charisma with the ladies or the females and things like that, brother, then that's what the moon is going to ask from you. You know what I mean? And it's gonna have you step out of that shell a little bit, and it's probably going to have you think about your subconscious mind, your belief system, your self-talk. You associate your your personal you and what with, in terms of who you are and your connection to females and the female energy. There's a lot of there's comes to Pisces that's reevaluating our beliefs, our faith, as well as our religious and spirituality. That can with the past and our upbringing, based upon our family being religious and things like that. Things that are told us and instilled in us, and our parents and things like that. These are certain beliefs that we adopt that become our identity, and we don't realize that. And then we go day to day telling ourselves these stories from our parents and from society and things like that. And then now we become these things, and we don't realize that we've been in these cycles for so long. We have to unwind. So every time we come into like these live streams, what we're doing is really unwinding, and we're reminding ourselves who we really are, what we're here to do. For sure. I hope that helped. Hope that. Let me connect chat real quick. Charles, Josie, of course. Hope you bounced out. Okay. Everyone, thank you. I appreciate y'all. So yeah, a lot of times y'all can be focused on like other people, but if you were to focus on the self and like you and how and forms of communication, your forms of discipline, your forms of understanding, you will reflect that towards other people, and you will notice your connections reinforce and get stronger. It's because the seven puts a lot of energy on other people. When you look towards yourself, you will notice that that's how it all starts within, so without, and you'll see the world reflect that from you. Let me get your lab number real quick. I don't think I did, but let me just check real quick. Yeah, if anyone's interested in a full reading, you have the life path number 3. If anyone's interested in a full reading, guys, just please don't hesitate to DM. We should write you down, and we'll shoot you a DM. Yeah, so you're a sun sign 7, life path number 3. You're very charismatic, but that's the thing, you're charismatic. So for you, you've seen how people treat you when you step into certain rooms and environments, the charisma, as well as vocation. I can see you being an individual who's maybe good in social circles. Like for example, certain socials you can be right. That 3 energy is that chameleon energy, so you can soak up a lot of information from your surroundings. You are a 96, so you're also a tiger. You're like me. That's cool. I like to see fellow tigers. That's a tiger. Besides 98, because I'm a 98 and it's like 96. I think Drake was a tiger. Drake is a tiger, but I think he's an 86 tiger like you. Anyways, you got that energy. So one thing that I can say, bravery, confidence, leadership, you have it. But the thing is, don't underestimate yourself. Tigers are very self, like we have a leadership energy, but because you may be a life path number 3, and then sun sign 7, a lot of times you base your leadership based upon other people and other environments. Instead, you have to curate with the life path 3. You have to curate your own environment. 3 being Mercury, 3 being your environment, your mind. Shape your own, which is association to your own environment and your own forms of communication, right? How do you want it to people, and what kind of social circle do you want around you? And what do you know is good for you? That's how you have to do it, instead of looking like, okay, let me go be a that group. No, how can you create your own group to create a sense of, to be relatable to people in some way, shape, or form, people, places, and things, right? But there has to be something that you curate for people to see, likely some form of communication or environmental thing. This could be something that's local as well. I'm really like getting excited. I don't know what it is. Maybe because it's a tiger energy. It's a good year for you though as a horse. If you're looking for a personal reading, definitely tap in. I feel like I can. We can get into this with you though. 100%. This is like an energy that I can talk a lot. I'm gonna keep going just to catch up to the chat. Just to get up to the chat. And I gave a lot. I gave you a free sauce right now, so you should be straight. You should be straight. DM me trap if you want some. Demeto said 889 types of Leos. Let me see if you're still here real quick. Nah, he ain't. Just gonna keep scrolling. Marie, your profile picture, you look pretty strong. I like that. What do you be doing? Where you be working? At least it's you a cusp too. I already broke that down, I believe. So yeah, you out of here. I see people treat me. Yep, trap, 100%, 100%. In order for them to not treat you like that, you have to show them how you treat yourself. You see what I mean? Like you have to remember that other people treat you how based upon how you treat you, how people see you treating you. And once they see in a different way and act in a different way, they can only treat you in a certain way. That's how it works. You're gonna see it, and you're gonna be like, damn, like the world's actually mental. The universe is mental, and you're gonna see how it works. It's a really crazy thing when we talk about God and the godly signatures, and people say I am God and things like that. And what is God? God is I am. What is I? Resonate real quick, right? Let that resonate real quick. So, I am is your ability to become. And it's about your state of being, not about what we do. It's about who we are. So like we gotta reinforce the questions. It's a lot of things like, and Pisces season is good. I'm glad that it bring it. Pisces season's here because reevaluating these things, the belief, our imagination, our faith, our religious, religious endeavors. What we adopt into our subconscious mind and things like that from our parents and aunties and uncles and siblings and things like that becomes extremely important. So we have a few live requests. Let me see what's popping real quick. Let me see what's up. John, we're going to tap you in first. What's up? Let me see if you're still in here. Brother, I'm going to tell you one thing. Whoever is around your age and things like that thinks that they know it all, or that they know enough, or they know everything, that's their downfall. That's complacency. I see it everywhere. And the reason I don't talk to a lot of people because I see people of all ages downplay. I used to be, if you don't want to accept it, John doesn't want to accept the life. I've seen people of all ages. Man, I remember teaching this stuff at 20 years old. People used to tell me, "Oh man, this is fake." Da 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 da. Cool, you know what I mean? And to this day, you're gonna see more astrology, more people talking about it, bro. This is what it is. I've been doing this for 7 years now. 7 years. and it doesn't surprise me. I'm still in my 20s, and I say, bro, like, you're always gonna be learning. You can learn from everyone, and I tell people all the time, the reason I'm at this level is because I learn from everything and everyone. People, places, things, environments, situations, circumstances. That's what you're here for. That's the light. That's what life is here for. You are a student of life, and you are born to observe, just like learn from that. That's what Jupiter is here for. But too many people don't observe and learn and apply the wisdom. Instead, they observe, I want to be like that. Oh. So instead of taking wisdom for what it is and learning from other people's mistakes, people say, fuck that. I want to experience that exact thing as well. Oh, if it didn't happen to me, it ain't gonna happen to me. No one's untouchable. And it's all live by principle. That's just what it is, because they understand correspondence. They have self. The reason why bad things happen to good people is because of a concept. Not understanding your own energy, your own intentions, what you're here for, what you're doing, what purpose, what's your do to how people affect you. Getting out too kind-hearted. These are all things that we can fall short for. If y'all do research on the word nice, they used to use that as a word de upon swine towards, back in some slave culture, masters and things like that. They used to call stupid people nice and things like that. So you have to, all these words that were things like that. We don't even know the true meaning and the essence behind these words. So we're just talking and communicating, da 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 da, and what space spiritually that they're casting us into, because words are spells. And then that's all it comes down to. Words are spells. Chat. Okay. This was the fire ass. For the most part, the moon is approaching on the 19th. We just end Pisces now. It is going to be here. It is peaking 26 degrees, things like that. So it's going to be here for about 2 days. It should peak on Thursday. Thursday, 4 a.m. though. So like Wednesday, Thursday, early morning. So tomorrow we'll be doing all signs reading. We're breaking down, new moon in Pisces for all signs based upon your rising sign. So if you don't have your whole sign chart, make sure if you're in this, make sure you get your whole sign chart, and then tune in tomorrow so you guys have that on hand for sure. Besides that, chat, be mindful of the new moon being in Pisces. You may notice situations from regarding the pineal gland, and then Aries is coming up as well. So be mindful of it's a new moon, so you may want to do things to take care of yourself and initiate some things that you may take care of around your head, around your teeth, around your tongue. Maybe there's certain surgeries and things like that, as well as your arteries, blood flow. Certain things in facial structure that you may want to step into, haircuts like that energy, as Aries deals with the head and the house of self. So it could seem like a little bit of a reset right now this week, okay, on Thursday. With that being said, as always, new moon is new emotions. How you react and respond is going to be new and different. So, and it's in Pisces, so you always want to think about how and what seeds you towards, Pisces, like belief, spirituality, things that create, as well as creativity. So this is definitely a good time to kind of give grant support to something. If there is, if you do that, if there are people that, this is a good time for that situation. Besides that, the pivot that needs to be made towards your dreams and your fantasies. Okay, so this is because remember that Pisces is mutable water, so a little bit of a change, a new feeling, a new towards how you navigate the dream, and it's just towards the dream in general, based upon something going down here right now. There may be something adapting, and that'll affect your dream and your fantasy, or you're a little upholding for yourself. And you're probably seeing a little bit of it maybe now for some of the people that are kind of early and on the shifts and that. If not, you will see it around Thursday. So be mindful, from signs and things like that. I know making a change and pivoting and doing things a little different. This is a good time for you to actually pivot and do so now. So if you need to make the adjustment and you need to pivot based upon, faith, belief, imagination, religion, spirituality, things like that, is a good time to actually make that change and make that pivot. Just based upon that you used to uphold, whether it's beliefs, faith, belief, imagination, certain religious groups, situations, and stuff like that. That can be pivoting. Good practice. What I like to do as well around the new moon is getting pen to paper. So definitely want to write down your intentions, whatever intentions and whatever you need to bring forward this week on this new moon is to be key. So definitely get pen to paper, write down whatever you feel like you need to make the adjustment around. Um, However you feel, the adjustment already been made based upon it being a new moon. It's going to be a new emotion. So what is that feeling that you're feeling, and how allowing you to pivot your dream, right, and reshape and restructure the dream, Sun in Pisces, before we get into the Sun in Aries, okay? And you actually can initiate, you can actually act upon these things. So these are all going to be energetic signatures to stay aware of, to maneuver, okay? And that's much it. I think we about, are we an hour in yet? Let me see. I don't know why is it looking like that. I don't know if we're an hour in yet, chat. I'm not on OBS, so I can't see if we're an hour in yet, but this is pretty good. I think this like, I don't think too long because I'm gonna come back tomorrow and break down the houses and things like that for all signs. So based on the rising sign, we're gonna know where this is gonna hit you guys exactly, and we're gonna get to it. New moon readings, guys, lock in now. Now is a good time to lock in for the new moon readings. New moon, full moons, I'm always kind of full up when it comes to the readings, but lock in from now, lock in early, because we're gonna be for the next 3 days from today, tomorrow, and possibly, and then likely Thursday. We may get backed up, lock in early, get it in, and let's stay tapped in. Let's surf the current. You're gonna be star walking forever, and I'm liking it. I'm liking Aries season. I'm ready for spring. You know what I mean? This is the official new year as well, so 2026 is actually is really in. We all feeling it now, and I think we're ready to move forward. I'm waiting for the sun to come around the corner. It's still cold on the East Coast right now, but I'm feeling the mutability. I'm feeling the change and the transition, right? During this time, we always, Pisces is mutable for the spring, the last sign for the winter, and it's going from cold to warm, and that energy is how it plays out. I tell people all the time, it's not about the constellations, it's about the seasons. As long as we have the equator, there's no way astrology can be fake, because we can look at the seasons and see, oh, that's what's happening in Pisces. We see the sun in Pisces, we can see the snow and things like that. We can still see it being cold, but we can see the sun coming out, starting to melt the snow. Mutable. That's a transition. That's going from point A to point B. Mutability. That's a transition. That's astrology. There's nothing else to be confused besides that. You know what I mean? Whatever people want to this, that, and the third, and this system, and this, that. Nah. All you esoterically know is that the sun and moon is always going to be rotating, and we're going to have the four seasons and the equator and things. As long as we have that transitioning, we're always going to have astrology. That's it. And then we're always going to have transitions, right? Just like how you feel different when in spring, just like how you feel different in the summer, just like how you feel different in the fall, just like how you feel different in the winter. These are all transitions. That's astrology. So when they go about, I debunked astrology. No, you didn't debunk anything. People want to talk crazy. People just want to debunk things because a lot of people they don't know how to ascend beyond. There's a whole goal of astrology. People will hear astrology and think, I'm not controlled by my planet. I'm not controlled by my star. Like some small-minded thinking. Like, first of all, you ain't controlled by anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, free will. And we all that, but it's small minds who don't like to be doing certain things, don't like system. So, they rather crash out and try to debunk, say it's not. Instead of understanding that there are correlate, and there are certain things that are cohesive with each other, and there's certain things that aren't. You know what I'm saying? Like, simple as that. Real shit. But I'm liking this. Aries energy is really good. That's gonna bring forth some of that emperor. Get a lot of us ass. If you haven't been resting during March, Pisces season's been rest. So it is Mercury retrograde right now too. Your mind doesn't want to do everything. Your mind wants some ease right now. If you can rest your mind and kind of allow your mind to be more creative instead of cool, that'll allow you to step into the energy when we get out of this retrograde, to focus on what you need to focus on creatively. There's certain things that creatively, and certain forms of spirituality from the past that you may need to be utilizing now to help calm your mind and structure your mind. Okay, that'll help major. Pisces deals with conscious, so it deals with rest and sleep, right? So you want to make sure, although we're 2 days into this, I mean, we're only a couple of days away, right? Try to get some rest. One thing I've been catching up on some of the rest, as well as the spirituality and the Piscean stuff, softer type stuff. The yoga, the I was doing some of that, but like some of the softer stuff, the stretching, self-care, the nurturing, you know what I mean? The mobility exercises and stuff like that, that actually matters for the certain areas that we don't always pay attention to. Right. So with the retrograde right now, it's kind of allowing, it's not really eating mind for a lot of shit. Like it's kind of mind what forms of, faith, spirituality allowed you to grind from the past, because Pisces deals with the subconscious, which deals with the past, present, and future. With this, when we talk about that spirit, when we talk about time, spiritually speaking, it's non-linear and things like that. So there is no past, present, future in a linear sense. It's all happening at once, and that's when you realize, oh shit, yeah, it's happening at once. It's happening. I realize, oh, that past thing that I was doing to help my mind and my faith, belief, imagination actually helped me from overthinking and help my nervous system. Cool. So I can do that thing again to help ground. You may notice certain nerves and your nervous system and anxiety and things like that. That's because the retrograde is trying to, what are certain things that allowed you, that you did for you around faith, belief, imagination, and religion that help ground the way you think about certain things. Because that shapes your perception. When you lack faith, belief, imagination, now you start going into the energy of fear and anxiety and shit. Like, don't really want to mess with that energy. It's not an energy you want to kind of bring forth for yourself. Okay. That being said, I'm trying to see time we're in, but I think we're about an hour, like half an hour, 40 minutes. But yeah, we have a couple in the chat real quick. I seen some birthdays coming through. Jay, let me see about 9. Oh, John. It's John again. John, what's up, brother? Welcome back. And it's crazy. We see all these 9s all day. I've seen 9s, dude, all day. Oh my God. And it's crazy because, like, I tell y'all, the universe, and it's not like I'm a sun sign. I'm a born on the. When I tell y'all that y'all mirror me a lot of times, it's so crazy. You guys wouldn't even realize, like, your all energy mirrors me, but it's a different version of myself. You know what I mean? And it's very, very interesting to see it. It reminds me of, like, how, like I said, Pisces, and it reminds me of time and how time is nonlinear. Because, like, I'm that Pisces first house as well, so I always had a connection to myself and my past, future. I know where I came from. I know where I'm going. It's like integrated, but I can always look at my one. I always do the higher mind. That 9 energy is a Sag signature, so Jupiter. You guys have a lot of Jupiter energy. So my Leos who watch my lives, you guys have a higher, not super ego oriented. It's not super all about me. Like, you guys actually want to learn. You actually can care to learn, even if you don't always want to learn. You can care to learn because that 9 energy gives you like an aha moment, a realization, and a fresh experience. I had that in my sun. I'm a life path 11, master number life path, and then sun sign 9. Just for you guys who may be curious. So I'm 11 with sun sign number 9. So I do a lot of my day-to-day, my career involving wisdom, spirituality, meaning and reasoning. Right? That higher up the mind as well. So it's a Jupiterian energy. So it's like you're always trying to, you got a lot of that energy. You're always trying to help people. You can always see potential in people. You can always see the good in people. You can always see where people can expand, where they're limiting themselves. That's that energy. So when you see people's potential, but they can't reach that potential, it's like, damn, that's crazy, dude. It's crazy, bro. Because even we see that with ourselves, we know our own potential, but then we can see certain people, places, and things that limit our energy, or even certain beliefs and certain formulations of we tell ourselves and kind of downplay our own self, like we're not good enough for this, like I need to learn more. Now I was pushing out, like, that people are now talking about, and I'm realizing, like, I was talking about that shit earlier on, and I was talking in a way that was like nonchalant, not even important. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because I have Aquarius rising in Pisces, Aquarius rising. So future, I guess that Aquarius gives me that futuristic or that early aspect of things, to where, like, I know things early on. I kind of see the future, which is an aspect. So, I've always kind of seen that in my life. Y'all come through here all the time with 9 energy, and it's like, bro, like, I've said it probably like 8 times now on live today. Like, everyone today has probably been 9, 9, 9, 9, like, down. But I mean, that's how it works. You know what I mean? Like, it's stuff through signs and symbols and things like that. right? What do you think numbers are? And, of course, what do you think synchronicity is and stuff like that? It's how you see God. It's how you talk to God and communicate with God. You may hear certain people, and that's real shit. That's like real life. You may hear talk about like religion and stuff like that, which of course, as like a teacher and a philosopher, I don't really talk too crazy about religion, but like we can. I study different philosophies. Um, Religion intrigues me because I can see where people cage themselves. So like a lot of y'all nines have the same energy, right? So like y'all can see where they limit themselves, even your damn self, right? Where that's what I know. That's real, John. Appreciate you. IG today, we on YouTube and Rumble as well. Like I'll go live on stuff like that. We only on IG today. This one wasn't too crazy, too long. We are doing some work in the back end and make some editing and some logos and stuff like that. I got to send some stuff up to the team. So I didn't want to pull up OBS and do too much on the computer today. So just saying what's up to the chat, get some new moon prep for y'all. Hopefully I can download this. If I can't download this, I will repost on the channel. But sometimes I just download these live streams and play games and stuff. So it causes hiccups. But chat, I think this was good. As of now, I think tomorrow I'm going to continue this. As of now, we're going to kind of we have some work to finish. I can't do some music stuff today, but hopefully do some music stuff for this new moon. I know the new moon peaks on the 19th, right? That Thursday, late night. So maybe tomorrow we'll do some music in the midday and then go into the night with some creativity, right? And that'll be cool. And we'll do like a live together as well. We can do like some make a with y'all. We can pull up some stuff like that as well. So that'll be cool. I haven't done Slaps live in a while where like I'm recorded. So maybe we can do that for the new moon in Pisces because Pisces has to deal with a lot of creativity right now. So even with the new moon being here, make sure you plant seeds towards, new emotions. Make sure you have a new feeling towards your creativity, towards your dream, right? Even creativity, what form of creativity can support your dream or your fantasy, right? You can see as well maybe where you've been indulging, that's been slowing down your dream life. Because Pisces deals with overindulging as well. Okay, so these are some themes that I can say to give you guys some highlights and to understand, okay, where to look at, okay, with Pisces energy. But with that said, y'all, I appreciate you guys. Y'all are real ones. The last two in here, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. We gonna rock out and quieter live, which is good tomorrow and Thursday. Let's see if it gets jumping. We're gonna pull up the YouTube stream as well, and let's keep it going. We're gonna rock out to one of our tracks, and I think we're gonna do heavyweight. Chat. Let's pull up the outro real quick. Y'all want to find the music? MC333 everywhere. Remember, live readings start at 50 and above. It's important to lock in on the lives, guys. You want to lock in on the deal. Live readings do range anywhere from, if you don't book a live stream, it does range anywhere from 100 to 300. So if you guys book during the live, you guys get the live deal, and you secure it. So I always support you guys to book during the live. You don't always have to get it right away, but as long as you lock it in, then you're doing yourself a favor. So the return coming around again. I'm getting close. Get it. G, born in 98. Yes, what's the secret? You would have gone far for yourself too if you didn't do all that beacon. And I try to tap you in for the play, but you can never. I was riding my box. Yeah, from the east, west, east, west, upstairs. We do it, nigga. Hard for the jacket on this play. We coming happy, little nigga. This is what it looks like when you're a YG and stack the real 6 figures. Nowadays, the world getting cold for 100 rounds in the stack niggas. Those days passing me down, getting all the problems out of that change. Look, if you ain't having no you gotta find a way to translate the pain. It felt like The Conjuring when I seen Spirit in the rain. Let go of the fear, realize, oh shit, it's no. Sadly, now we best friends. We go on this piece forever, saying, let me cultivate a story. And this is not the passive music, you gotta listen to a conscious. Brothers cold, watch your back, though. Baby trying to get down, said she fly, but I'm not that guy. And we ride to plane 6th dimension, that's why we caught another flight. We put all this sauce in the game, I know it's hard for them to not fight it. And I told baby, you gotta feel it through in order to get through, don't fight it. If you was aware, would have found your purpose, let go in diamonds. Talking crazy around me, mad at me.